Joining us now is a Democratic member of that Judiciary Committee, Karen Bass of California, who is the chair of the Congressional Black Caucus. Thank you so much for joining me. Congresswoman, first, I mentioned that generally what the goal of the chairman is. What is your goal for your questioning of Robert Mueller?
My goal is for the American people to hear the truth. You know, the report has been out, but given that it is so long and given the way that Barr completely misrepresented what is in the report, we're concerned that the American people really don't know what was in the Mueller report. And so part of the questioning and the testimony tomorrow hopefully will bring to light what is in the report.
So if he doesn't go beyond the four corners of the report and put a little bit more meat on the bone on issues like why didn't he feel that he could exonerate the president on obstruction, you think that's okay, even just saying the basics that are in the report are enough?
Well, I do. I mean, I certainly hope he provides a little more context to the report, but we're not expecting him to come in and go well beyond the report and say, you know, I wished I could go back and actually issue an indictment. We're not expecting anything dramatic like that. But you know what? It is dramatic enough. We are focusing on the second volume of the report, which goes over 10 very specific examples of how the president attempted to obstruct justice and then cover it up. And we feel just illustrating that alone will be will make a significant difference to the American people.
Is that the entirety of your focus, the second volume, or were you also asked about collusion?
No. Our focus is the second volume, and then the Intel Committee, the Intelligence Committee, will focus on volume one.
Of course. Okay, so last week, Congresswoman, you voted with Al Green on his impeachment resolution.
Yes.
Before that, you had been reluctant to say publicly that you support beginning impeachment proceedings. Given your vote last week, that's changed.
No, let me tell you exactly where I am. I have always said that if something comes up on the floor that I would vote for it. I totally recognize that what Al Green did last week was symbolic, and I wanted to support his symbolic effort. But when it comes to actually issuing articles of impeachment, I feel like we have several committees that are still in the midst of an investigation and oversight, and that needs to be completed. I want to see, if we move to impeachment, I want to see our leadership and our committee chairs all on the same page.
Okay, I want to turn to another committee that you sit on, Foreign Affairs.
Sure.
And I want you to listen to what the president said about Afghanistan during a meeting with the Pakistani leader yesterday at the White House.
Okay.
If we wanted to fight a war in Afghanistan and win it, I could win that war in a week. I just don't want to kill 10 million people. Afghanistan would be wiped off the face of the earth. It would be gone. It would be over literally in 10 days.
Your reaction?
You know, I mean, I want to say that at some point I'm going to stop being shocked by what the president says, but I am shocked and horrified because I don't know what he is implying. I'm not even sure that the president knows where Afghanistan is or what is going on over Afghanistan. To say that, oh, we could win the war by wiping out 10 million people, not only is it completely irresponsible, but it's embarrassing. And you know, I travel internationally all the time, and I'm always put in a position of essentially apologizing because there's no way in the world I am going to go overseas and defend an irresponsible, ignorant statement like that.
Before I let you go, ask you one question about politics, about 2020. Sure. Joe Biden is out today with a new criminal justice reform proposal. He has started to get some endorsements from the Congressional Black Caucus, which you chair. He has about a handful of endorsements. Are you ready to throw your support behind him or anybody else?
No, you know, as chair of the Congressional Black Caucus, I have 2 of our members that are running for president. So I think it would be a little inappropriate. I'm excited to hear about his proposal around criminal justice reform. It is an extremely important issue for the Congressional Black Caucus. So I'm hoping that he's going to issue some policy statements that we can all get behind.
Okay, Congresswoman Karen Bass, thank you so much for your time. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Appreciate it.